yoga. How are you? Let's meet on the mat. If you have a couple of blocks, great. And we'll meet in an all fours position for our cat-cows. So hands under shoulders, knees under your hips. And let's work nice and mindful. Drive the tailbone down towards your knees. Exhale your breath slowly. Look back at your knees. Push the floor away. Bend your heart up between the shoulder blades. And then move your tailbone slowly back to the feet, to the back wall, and then up to the ceiling and look forward. So that's how slow I want you to move here. Tailbone first, goes to the back wall, to the knees, points towards the middle of the mat, round, exhale. Tailbone to the back wall. Start to look to the front of your mat. And keep going. I'm going to let somebody else in. You keep going. Really articulate that spine movement. Think about all the space you can make between the vertebrae. And one more time. Good morning, Rosie. We're just finishing our cat-cows. Hi, John. And when you're ready, you're going to bring your right arm up to the sky and we're going to thread that needle. So bring the right arm underneath you, palm faces the ceiling, come onto your right shoulder. As best you can, try to open your heart up towards the ceiling. Push the floor away through your left hand. And push the floor away completely. Take it up. And bring that right hand up to the sky. Give me a little opening here. And then bring it down and we'll reset to the other side. Left hand up. And bring it under. See if you can come all the way down to the shoulder, the ear. Spiraling your upper body to go underneath that armpit. Finding your breath in this space. And then use your right hand to rise your body back up again. Bring that left arm and open it up. And bring it down. Beautiful. Let's just flip over to a hip and let's meet cross-legged. So pick a dominant leg, cross it over. Pull the navel back on an exhale. And just move your ear on the right side to your right shoulder. And then to your left shoulder. If you're like me, I sleep like a rotisserie chicken. I move around, mostly on my belly, which is really bad for the neck. Other side. Let's add down to the chin, chest, and then look up to the ceiling. Two more in this direction. You're just looking up to the ceiling. Try not to let your head fall back. And then reverse it. Nice grounded sits bones. Nice tall spine. Two more. And last one. And then you're going to clasp your hands behind your head. Open your elbows out to the side and give me a little back bend. So you're working the thoracic, your upper back, looking up towards the ceiling, holding the back of your head. Oh, I feel tight right here. How do you feel right here? It's always an area. The thoracic has mobility, but a little less movement there. So just open it up and breathe. And gently release, right hand down to the side, stretch over. See if you can walk your right fingertips out a little further. And spiral your heart to the ceiling, like you're looking under that left armpit. Check your sits bones are both on the mat. And push off your right hand, let's go to the other side. And again, try to spiral your heart towards the ceiling. Really use that gravity, push your hand down, push your sits bones down. And rise. Beautiful. Right hand to left knee and a little rotation. You can move your head around. Your head doesn't have to rotate. Just try to rotate from navel up and change sides. One more on each side. Nice long vertebrae. Other side. Feel like you're taking this power through the crown all the way down your back to your tailbone. Beautiful. Back to the center. Hold your knees and round into your back. And then let's come through cat, cow, bring the chest forward. And back to neutral. You're going to send your feet a little bit further away from you. And just fold forward. Should feel a big hip stretch here. The outsides of your thighs, outsides of your hips might be talking to you a little bit. I need you just to breathe and talk nicely into them. Try to find your beautiful, maybe Ujjayi breath at the back of your throat. Inhale for 3 or 4 counts. Exhale for the same length of time and do that one more time. And then roll up nice and mindfully, and we'll change the direction of the ankles. So again, keep the feet out there a little bit, just cross the ankles in the other direction and fold it forward. Completely relax the back of your neck. Always keeping that navel engaged. Some of the most simple poses can really make you have all the feels in those glutes, hips, outside thighs. And when you're ready, gently rise your body and give me a nice wide straddle. So comfortably challenging, but not painful straddle. Feet go directly to the ceiling, knees go directly to the ceiling. If you have your block and you'd like your block, you can bring that out in front of you and rest. Any height for your block, you can play around with anything there and rest. Check you're not sickling in your ankles. You want to have your feet still going straight up or even back a tiny bit to get into those inside thighs. So a gentle stretch, making a difference, but not being painful. Place where you can breathe, find some tight spot. Send some love there. Find that beautiful inhale for me. Maybe hold for the length of the inhale. Exhale. Hold with nothing at all. Now walk your hands up and let's go over the right leg. So just turn your chest to the right. If you'd like, you can bring your hands towards your feet, cross your wrists and go for the outside pinky and toe. Crossing your hands. Fold your head in between your arms. Maybe the biceps are next to the ears, maybe they're not. Finish your exhale, then we'll make our way to the other side. Just walk it nice and slowly. Turn your chest towards the left knee. Cross your hands or not. Make sure the right leg is still flexed and not sickling in with that right ankle. It's like you're standing on your right leg, nice and firm out there. And then gently rise your body. And let's come onto the side for a top lying quad stretch. So just lay down, hold your head, bring your knee straight down towards the wall in front of you, and then heel to booty. Try to have your knee in the same alignment as your hip so it's not up there. Squeeze that top glute. Find your breath. Remember, nothing happens in the body if you don't do at least 30-second stretches. You want that brain to reset with this lengthening around that connective tissue. Gently release it and we'll go to the other side. Seeing how much space you can go from rib, hip to that knee, heel to the glute, squeeze it. Also getting a nice pec stretch by using that top arm here. One more round of breath. And gently release it and we'll meet on our back. So just lay onto the back and bring your right knee in. Give it a nice squeeze and push your left foot forward like you're stamping your left foot on the wall in front of you. And then take your left arm and stretch it back. So your left side body is trying to get long, your right side body is squeezing in tight. And find your breath in for 3 or 4. Maybe hold. And one more round of breath. Reaching those fingers, maybe lift the left toes off the floor, point them a little longer, and then lower them down. And then gently release your right knee down next to your left leg and see how you feel. I'm hoping you feel long and lengthened on that left side and feel like you need to equal that out. So let's do that. Left knee in. Nice tight squeeze. Right arm straight back. Press your right foot to the front wall. Find your breath. Extending that foot towards the front wall, fingers towards the back wall. Pulling in that left knee nice and tight towards your armpit. Maybe lift your right foot off the floor, point your toes, get a little longer, and lower it back down again. Last inhale. Exhale. And release your leg back down to the other one and see how you feel. Are we all equaled out now? Are we all a half an inch taller for the day? And now let's hug in both your knees. And keep them in close to your chest. Arms can come out to your T shape. Drop them over to the right side. If you needed a block here, you can put your block underneath your knees as they go to the right. Focus more on having the shoulders on the mat than the knees on the mat. So shimmy that left shoulder down if you can. Maybe look over the left side. Option to take your right hand on top of your thigh and get a little deeper. And find your breath. Good, 3 rounds of breath here. 3 or 4 second inhales. Same length exhales. They can be audible. Sigh it out, whatever feels good for you right now. This is a good digestion move. Get things moving in the morning. And when you're ready, after your last breath, come back to a nice tight knee squeeze in the center. Nice and close to the chest, and take it over to the left. Look over the left side if you like. Those shoulders onto the mat. And maybe left hand rest on your outside thigh. Don't rush the pose, breathe into it. Another 2 rounds of breath. On your last breath, bring those knees back into the chest. Keep your right leg nice and close and bring your left foot down underneath your left knee, and let's stretch that leg to the sky. You can reach around with your hands, interlace them behind your hamstring. And now let's draw the toes down to the nose and then point your toes to the ceiling. Back and forth. Nice calf stretch. Back and forth, flex, point. Draw the leg a little bit closer to your face if you can. And then let's do 4 rotation ankle circles in one direction. 4. Around we go for 3. And then reverse it. Couple more. And switch legs. Interlace your fingers around your hamstring, a gentle resistance. Push your leg away, but pull it in at the same time and flex the point. I went for a massage the other day and I completely forgot to tell her, I always go through the body, everything's tight, but I forgot about the calves. She got into my calves. Ooh, I was almost screaming. Very overlooked muscle, especially when we do a lot of bar. Couple more times. And then 4 rotations with the ankle in one direction. Change direction. Beautiful. And send both your legs up. We'll do a little bit of core work, both legs up, hands behind your head, and just do some little curls up with an exhale. This might be the only time you do your core work today, so let's get after it. Lift. 8, 7, last 2, last 1, and then take your hands down by your sides or underneath your lower back, your tailbone, and let's do single leg drop, right and left. 8, 7, 6, 5, remember to exhale up. 4, keep the belly pressed to the spine, to the floor. 3, 2, 1 more. And then let's go for 8 double leg drops. 8, exhale up. Give me 4 more. 3, keep pressing your lower back down into the mat like it's super glued. 2, and 1 more, and hug it in. And then just rock on your backs a little bit, right and left. I'm going to cross the right knee over the left knee and really tight so there's no space behind your front thigh. And then draw the knees into your chest. And again here, you can rock a little bit on your back, on your lower back, but keep those knees in nice and close to your heart. Find what's tight, what's talking to you, and breathe into it. And then come back to the center, take your feet down and unwind. And let's go to the other side. Left leg crosses really tight at the knees and then hug them in. And a little rock and roll. Or you can hold it nice and still and bring those knees in a little closer. Fabulous. Bring those feet down, uncross your knees. And let's do a little bit more core work here. You're going to reach your fingers up and towards your ankles. And then go each ankle to touch your right hand to your right ankle, left hand. Get into those obliques. If the outside ankles are very available, go to the inside ankles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Beautiful. Hug your knees in. We're going to rock forward onto those toes. If you'd like to do a couple of rocks on the back, do a couple if that feels nice. Move on your spine. Give me 2 more. Last time. Hold the next one up. Lovely. And you're going to flex your feet, heels down, toes are up, and shimmy back until you've got a few inches of space underneath your knees. And sit up nice and erect. You can use your fingers here for a second to find your most beautiful posture, crown to that rooted sits bones. And then inhale your arms up, fold at your hips forward to your feet, and then just hold it. Feel like you're doing a back bend. So you're trying to bring your heart forward as opposed to rounding that back. Find your mid back and give me a little back bend from that mid back. And then very slowly, if you have any movement in your legs, you can start to bring your knees a little bit closer to the floor. Go nice and slow so that you can feel the work. Once your hamstrings are talking to you enough, you stay where you are. And breathe. Check your shoulders haven't gone up to your ears. Check your back still feels lengthened and not rounded. One more round of breath. Try to make this a beautiful in for 4. Hold. Out. Hold. And then gently rise out of that shape. Awesome job. Let's roll down nice and slowly into our controlled roll down. So pull your belly back towards your spine and let's see how slow we can go. Can you feel every vertebrae? Tuck your tailbone, sacrum, next few vertebrae, mid-back bra strap, upper back, shoulders, and we're down. Let's go up like that one time slowly. Head off the floor. Shoulders off the floor. Rise up the back, bra strap, sacrum, and rise tall. Round your head to the sky. Rooting your sits bone down. Last time, and then we'll be in our Shavasana. Tuck your tailbone. Sacrum. Bra strap. Shoulders. Head. And rest your arms. Palms up. Pick your Shavasana, you know I'd like at least 10 breaths here, or you can do a couple of minutes. Make sure your shoulder blades are out of your ears, shimmy them down and wide. Move your legs around and make sure they are completely relaxed. And I'll stay with you for 10 breaths and then you feel free to stay a little longer. Control the breathing, just breathe normally, naturally. Feel the back of your body completely supported by the floor. Maybe you have a little tingling happening in your fingertips from the energy you just created. I hope you do. scan your body and relax every body part that you can. I'll leave the song on for a couple of minutes. Enjoy the time. Sometimes this is the only sacred time you get that you feel like it's your time. So I'll leave you there for a few more minutes. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Thank you for showing up for yourselves. Have a lovely day. You'll get the recording. Remember, enjoy it every day if you can.